I stream daily, almost daily on twitch.tv/canister_mtg, so be sure to visit that if you would like to catch some of my live content. Two-lander, yeah, see. CC. Might want to find Temple Garden over Zagoth. Oh, not good. You're not gonna find shit, Canister. Good morning, Kaneki. Have you seen the new Rhinoceroses less with Shield Red? No, I haven't. Will we find out next turn what the beans are talking about? Doesn't seem like it.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Holy macaroni, I am super stoked. Huge fan here of Marvel and Magic, definitely going to score a commander deck or all of them when it comes out.
I don't know what to do. I'll fetch a Raugrin. Hit mana, play Teferi, bounce this. Chuja se tam kanister zrobisz. I have never heard Beanstalk. Yeah, me neither. But everybody is like talking about that. Dready Bice, thank you for being super stoked. I appreciate that. No Orcish Bowmasters, let's ice the land.
He's a phenomenal control
to
player.
prevent hardcast grief.
Dog's eggs on stepfather's funeral.
Dog's eggs on stepfather's funeral. Thank you for your comment, Wilson. Dajcie kurwa fetcha, no. Yes, good. I think it's Teferi. Opponent's gonna either grief or fury on their turn, for sure. That's fine. I think I like Teferi more than Shardless Agent into that.
He's a
Maybe that's wrong though.
control player.
Voidwalker.
Chest.
Wow, that's all? That is crazy. That's what red-black normies get for playing 3 times Terminate. It does seem like a terminate, land, not dead after all type hand. Let's Solitude it with the Teferi now, maybe? Can make a land drop, good with Omnath. Or can we? Should have pitched an Omnath. They might play a Fury now, but they probably won't, and even if they do, it's fine. Because we get to bind the Fury. Poor Evil, thank you for the sub. Also, Olsen, thank you for the sub too, and I'm doing fairly well, before you ask. Oh, miau miau. Czerwony, czarny, band. Good. Go to 9. Is it the same time works list since last time? No, it's a little bit different. I cut the Nissa. And some others. Some other cards. So we died to triple bolt, but we're fine against terminates. Not fine against Bowmasters, but we have a Fire Ice. Fable of the Mirror Breaker, that's fine. Cutting the card that made you 5-0, yeah. I guess I truly did cut it. Maybe it's more reasonable to play land first than Omnath. Honestly, it probably is. Solid dude. Discards 2 lands. Wow. Maybe my opponent just kept all lands and there was never a terminate in their hand. XD. Can you post your list on Twitter after this game, Kaneki? Can you tap exclamation mark deck and just take a look at the deck? I might have sounded annoyed, but in fact I'm not. It is your full right to not do that. Why should this? Curious. Where Jace? I have the time warp, so Jace is unnecessary. Probably makes sense to play Jace if you like dead set on playing Fury. Or I explained it a lot. Okay. Should be able to win before decking without endurance. With the Omnath, opponent has roughly no cards. Opponent has 2 cards. So they didn't even have a terminate. Well, maybe they still do, but they probably don't. 4 black, grief, okay. Good grief. Ooh, I guess they're gonna take the Omnath. So I only have 1 Omnath left, so I'm not trading the Solitude. Well, I don't love the fact that I just have to draw the cards now. Kinda. And kinda have to trade the Solitude. 3 beans, a bit dangerous. Okay, let's destroy this. Still have a few Teferis to bounce my beans, so I can do that. Alright, I guess let's trade this because, like, okay, it's gonna make Fury too bad of a top deck for me. We have a Solitude. Cancer wins. Alright, so opponent not afraid of me decking. Can board out Force of Negotiation. We won from a Mull to 5, by the way. And I think Time Warps are not quite necessary against them. Maybe we keep one. But 2 Endurance is Supreme Verdict. And Subtleties cleanly come in. And Fire Ice for Bowmeister. My deck is all removal and card advantage. Today I have a Cursed Totem to cascade into against Yawgmoth. I just like boarded on top of that. Kor Firewalker also. Teferi out. Well, I don't need to cut Teferi, and Teferi is perfectly fine against Scam, so I think I like him more than I like Time Warp. Although that could be argued, maybe like a copy of Time Warp better than the full Teferi is for variety, but shitty hand, let's keep.
He's a phenomenal control player.
62 is the 18th discrete semi-prime. With an aliquot sum of 34, itself a semi-prime, within an aliquot sequence of 7 composite numbers, 62, 34, 20, 22, 14, 10, 8, 7, 1, 0, to the prime in the 7 aliquot tree. This is the longest aliquot sequence for a semi-prime up to 118, which has one more sequence member. Palindromic.
When do I bring in Kor Firewalker or Cursed Totem? Do I cut the beanstalks to ensure I cascade with the card you're bringing in? No. As I was just saying right before you asked this question, I said I just bring those cards on top of.
And truncated icosidodecahedron.
On top of whatever. On top of the beans. Chorus versus Baron. And Cursed Totem versus Yawgmoth. Can also use the Totem versus Hard and Scales decks. Probably, yeah. I would probably do that. Where beans? The beanstalk. Oh wow, I kinda expect them to have the trick, but they didn't, which is really good for me. Also, I was asked if I did get to see anything besides Skura's face. The answer is no, not really. What's the Ingot Chewer for? It's suggested by Nassif. It can chew down the Agatha's Soul Cauldron for cheap while triggering beans. One copy to bring versus Yawgmoth. Seems useful as I played a single match against Yawgmoth and I struggled really hard against Agatha's Soul Cauldron. So that immediately caused me to add an Ingot Chewer and a Cursed Totem to cover that card more extensively than just that. Have I seen the TSPN like intentional draw? Given that I was commentating the match, yes. I get to sign any magic cards at the event. Yes, I signed a Gentleman's 4 copies of Living End. Sad. It was really sad when that you did not commentate the top 8. I stopped watching. I commentated the top 8. I commentated the quarterfinal, friends. So it is not fair to say that I did not commentate the top 8. But yeah, not much of it. Fun fact, Ingot Chewer was supposed to be Ingot Smasher, but because the only Ingot in Magic is Darksteel Ingot, which is indestructible, they changed it to Chewer. That sounds made up. They let you keep Omnath instead of Solitude. Well, given that they had a Fury, makes perfect sense. It's like Solitude was 10 times better than Omnath for me here, so. Are the top 8 or are they 2 anywhere out there to be watched? I'm not sure, I haven't looked at that, but possibly. I like Teferi versus Fable the Mirror Breaker matchup, especially on the play. I don't like Teferi versus Orcish Bowmasters, but at least it has 5 colors, can't cast Endurance, but Grief, combat trick. Double Solitude, so I can always Solitude it. Puts me at roughly no resources, but my opponent's on 3 cards too. Why didn't you commentate in that voice? Question mark. Because I'm extremely professional, or at least I try to be. When I give you the tidbits of Tarkir lore. You enjoyed the casting this weekend. That is very nice. That you enjoyed it. Very professional for an ex-professional player. True. Alright, so we both have no resources. Who's gonna top deck first? Let's play Fetch for Moon. Which Tarkin timeline do you prefer? The Khans one. Seems like no moon, so I could just fetch Zagoth. Maybe I can get a Plains though. What if Grief only Duress instead of clean Thoughtseize? Yeah, what if? Plains, Island, green, red. Can't cast Endurance. But not a priority. Ha! Grief proof now. Terminate, sure. Someone has 1 card in hand. Fetched a swamp. Why? Swamp. Grief. Checkmate, nerd. Right, I should be favored now. 18 damage. Yeah. I'll probably hit Ragavan if they dash Ragavan. I can pay 3 life for the chance they play Fable post combat, but end step. Oh, they skipped from their main phase. They drew a Voidwalker. Seems like my Bowmaster, but probably Voidwalker. No, they did draw a Bowmaster. Not nice. Keeps up with my top deck Reno. Yeah, I don't like that my lifestyle is small now, but... You know how Bowmasters is a generic creature, so it's easily reprintable from another IP. What's the easily reprintable generic creature from Marvel? I would argue that Bowmasters is not actually easily reprintable. Because of the fact that it amasses orcs. I guess in a master set it's easy to flavor it in a normal way. That's what you mean. Fury? No? Nice. Complot? If you minus 3 of Teferi, you miss 3 damage. 1 damage. So? It's better against Fury. Bounce or not bounce? Endurance trades versus Fury if it's not on the battlefield, so... Because you could have bounced the army. So? No, I bounced the endurance. That's because against Fury it's better. Sure. My intention was just different. Will you play Verdict? One could have a third Bowmasters, but we have a Fire Ice again. Teferi. So now we can plus. The Fury, I could play around another Fury by icing a land, but if opponent had Fury, they would have played it, and probably not worth it. Blood Moons, sure resolves. Honestly, I'm excited to see if they get comic book artists to draw cards for this set. But I hope it's not Modern League, so I can just ignore it. Bros, I find Marvel to be giga cringe. Is anyone with me on that? Didn't you play the Marvel collectible card game in the past? Well, I did try it out on stream. I think I lasted for half an hour before I couldn't take it anymore. Minecraft, Marvel, Doctor Who. Is there a Minecraft Secret Lair? Steam is in my deck. Who's the cringiest Marvel character? Superman. I'll just draw lands because I will not let the game bully me in Multi 5. Imagine squelching a fetch and Snapcaster squelching another fetch. Yeah. Have I tried failure to comply? I have not had any desire to do that. Lucky. Do you have collective nouns in Polish? What's that? Like pride of or herd. Like names for groups? Sure, yeah. How hard is this matchup? I played it once and it felt pretty rough. But you're gonna hit a... Kurwa no... Nothing. But yeah, Yawgmoth's a bit rough and like they have a lot of different threats now with Agatha Cell Cauldron too. You can just Force of Negation their Planeswalker, right? Right. Red is good versus Yawgmoth. Possibly true, yeah. Just Force the Cauldron. I mean, if they play it, I will do it. Legendary spell, uncounterable. Snap. Alright, can't be countered, if only not for that halfling. Do I think Maniac Endurance is necessary? For the win con, yeah. It is. I mean, with 2 beans, I'll probably just try to kill everything and maybe I'll succeed. Could have a Bowmaster. Unlikely. Little reason to wait on it. In this situation. Let's flash the wait. Yeah, it could be. Let's upkeep behind Greased. One time I played against Yawgmoth with this deck. I played Beanstalk. Then I played Leyline Binding on Grease and my opponent Force of Vigor my things and I felt kinda destroyed. So Boseiju? I actually wouldn't mind. I actually would love a Boseiju. Oh, thank you. Could Solitude a Wall of Roots. Oh, probably the Halfling. But I probably will Solitude the Wolf if my opponent plays Yawgmoth. Seems the best. Did I fuck up the timing? Not really. Seemed like reasonable timing. Where Fury? Well, I don't have Fury in my deck, but I think we're gonna do fine without it. As this game is progressing. Should have sideboarded Fury for the matchup. I mean, you could. But I have Cursed Totem, it's basically the same. Should be relatively safe. Cursed Totem doesn't protect from the dorks attacking. That is true. I was slightly concerned about that. It also doesn't interact with Grease, but should be of Should be helpful still, right? We just go 63. Probably trim the fairies instead of that. Go 61. Cursed Totem does stop Agatha's Soul Cauldron fully. Oh no, not the Ingot Chewer. I forgot. Almost forgot. You did cut Misty's for all Lrien in your build. But you main a Commandeer? Yeah, I think Commandeer is not really main deckable. It's way too bad. I think it's like an unreasonable thing to do, but if you do that, then it makes sense to play more Lrien. Do you ever go to less than 4 beans when you Sirenate 2? No, but it's also the first time I Sirenate 2. What are you planning to chew? Agatha's Soul Cauldron. I like the title today. Yeah, thank you. I thought of it when I was biking home today in the morning. I was like, shit, that's so good. The title today is gonna be so good. Do you hate one of Eagles cutting and cutting a land? No. But I would probably play Lrien before playing Eagles. Like free Lrien still more reasonable than Lrien and an Eagle. With Fury build creature decks are a buy, say main Little Subtlety and Dome Commandeer versus the unfair matches and they pitch to each other. That is fine, except that it doesn't really work, but because you're gonna have Fury Commandeer in your hand, that's still like not a usable hand, but the base idea is pretty good. Why did we shock? Oh, because of Bowmasters. So Bowmaster last card, that's fine. Up the Beanstalk. Add Eagles is probably decent with 4 Solitudes and Planes out with Moon. Sure. I mean, you don't need to care for pitching for Solitude, but you need to care for pitching for Commandeer, because Commandeer is actually uncastable if not pitching. That's an important difference. For Da Vinci, the way deck building works is 50% of your deck is only good against one type of deck and 50% only good against another. Your deck is 100% good against everything all the time. That is honestly a good summary of what Da Vinci posts. Because that's certainly the approach of the user Da Vinci. Legendary spell. Oh, come on. That's a top deck. It's fine though. Why is the army free? How did that happen? Oh, it's from Exalted. It has 2 counters. Fair. It's fine. Copium. I think it is fine. I have Windswept Binding. Guess my opponent has Bowmaster right now, then could be trouble, but would probably have couple Narsets in the board to bring in alongside Commandeer. I think that makes sense, but also Narset it's like a bit different. Like, don't care for Narset against Throne, for example, but I do care for Narset against Up the Beanstalk, so it's not really the same matchups. Have another Boseiju. Same thing again. Is Beanstalk allowed? Sure. Do you like the cuts so far? You mean Murderous Cuts? Yeah, Murderous Cut is great. I like it a lot. Smooth. Leaves you with no blind spots versus some, like, you know, things that would otherwise be awkward to kill. Elesh mainly. But to some extent, it's also like entirely different. You could just have so much removal against the card Murktide. Against the card Primal Titan. Just kill it. Don't want an Elesh in the deck. No, I have a better, or rather, not really better. I have a different way of going over the top. Elesh doesn't really do all that much for me because of that, I think. I just time warp. Time warp is blue, and then like I have plenty of blue cards, so I get to be like time warp / blue pitch cards against the stack matchups, and I get to be, well, a bit worse against board matchups like what we see right now. Fulminator, damn. Did you change out the Nissa? I cut the Nissa. The Nissa was always cringe. It was just a joke, chat. You've fallen for it. Elesh is also but possible if we assume opponent adds Betrayal to get your Elesh and the mirror. Yeah, I don't assume that people do that because I don't know. They will, but that line of play is not even that good into the Faris. But I'm playing for... See? And now that we have drawn 3 beans, that means that next agent is gonna cascade into the Cursed Totem. So like in 4 color you can do everything all at the same time. If you play Furies, you're better at shooting down small creatures. If you don't play Furies, you're still good at killing, really good at killing creatures, but I found it easier to build my deck in a way where it is able to tackle the stack matchups too. How is this matchup? I haven't played it, but pretty fine. What's this Verdant Catacombs about? It's not Fashioned Triumph playing around. Nice. They're playing Doomwake version with Joldrets. That sure sounds like something Doomwake would do, yeah. Pictured Lrien Revealed literally being a land with no downside. Hey Mr. Streamer, how was Sophia? Sophia was pretty good, I enjoyed my time there. Boseiju. Oh, come on. Any point in forcing this? Probably should force with Time Warp. Joldred. No play. Now killing Shoulder will deal 6 damage to me. Sure. Crushing Footfalls. I enjoy your coverage, thank you. I've seen a lot of normal canny stream Twitch chatters hanging around in the feature match area. And by feature match area I mean the chat. Bro is literally splashing for Joldred in a Timur deck. Just black. Oh, come on. Lucky. No white cards. Yeah, playing Mutavault while splashing a 4th color. That's Doom makes this. Yeah, I've heard it. I get it. And as I said, that does sound like something that Doomake would do. Maybe you could block with the agent for life preserving reasons, but... Hentai? Godless Shrine. I will struggle against Shieldred, no cap. Right now. Okay, with Omnath so. Don't have red mana. Unfortunate. I will struggle. Nice mana base, thank you. I mean, the fact that Rhinos functions as a deck doesn't mean that you'd never want to add anything else to it again. So, I understand that desire, but... 3 mana, I said Murderous Cut? Okay. Why not Blood Crypt, huh? Blood Crypt would be great in my deck. Wouldn't be able to fetch it either. Do I know enough about Marvel comic characters? No, I don't. Wasn't Triumph better there? I need to fetch red mana. This is not red. This is Zagoth. Is that what you mean? I had Dispute main deck, which is a bit troublesome. Okay, resolves. No second Murderous Cut, good. So trust me, bro. I trust it. Thanks. So I guess no point in blocking the Rhino. They cast 3 rhinos and suspended 1. This is an exile. What happened to it? Oh, I forced one, so there's no more rhinos, right? Or they delved it? No, I forced 1 rhinos. Here comes Joldred, okay. Fetch. No fetch. Any upkeep step enjoyers? Yeah, probably should have. Good point. Oh, not the beans. We have 1 card left. Even if it's under Joldred, we are fine. I think. Double block. Now I pay for dispute with Omnath. A Furry. Or Lrien. I don't think they had Furry. Seems like they had Furry. They didn't reveal any Furry with all their cascades though, so... Interesting. Splash for black Joldred. If they hadn't forced Europeans, we could have lost to decking. I have Endurance in my deck. So, please take that statement back immediately. Are those 4 Shoulders? We don't know because they could have been the same shoulder revealed many times. Spear in hand. Ha! Played around. Verdict Supremal in. Time Warps out. Probably. Seems too cumbersome to cast against the Rhino deck. Commandeer? Is it real to commandeer Rhinos? Gonna have lots of removal, which makes commandeer bad. Let's have 2 commandeer. What is commandeer mainly against? It's the best against the One Ring out of Throne. Seems very bad against dispute and fawn. Doesn't turn on fawn necessarily. And it's free, so it doesn't necessarily get disputed. I mean, ice is actually pretty solid, right? You don't need Murderous Cuts. Like I want some, but I'm gonna have 9 removal. Sounds good enough. Opening hand beans, but also... I mean, I'll just draw a fetch turn 1 and fetch a Zagoth Triome. This mana base, I mean... It just happens. Teferi seems kinda unfair in this matchup. Sure. I mean, Teferi... Yeah, it's solid, but it's not actually easy to resolve. Kurde, no. Teferi is good. Is good, yeah. Oh no. Alright, I'll win game 2. Game 3. Could have let them show me violent outbursts, but I already felt it. Aggressive. Okay. After those amulet votes from last week, what would your current list look like? I'll show you after the round, if you remind me. Nice to meet you. Don't have the mystical dispute and we're gonna be all good. Commandeer. I don't know if we are all good, friend. I mean, if they play Rhinos, they play my own Teferi. It's not so bad, but certainly I don't want to draw Commandeer right now. Pitch Commandeer. Force. Not a good sign. Disappointed on the infamous Rhinos Jolred deck. Yeah. Probably Raugrin, Omnath top deck. Pitch, outburst. Pitch, outburst. GG's. Good game, I guess. Keep in mind that my opponent made sure that the Commandeer is less functional by cutting blue cards for Shouldrets. Is Beanstalk a tier 1 top 5 deck in your opinion? Sure. I do have a Supreme Verdict in my deck, so we could draw that. Let's go. No such luck. A Verdict would have been nice. Oh. Oh look, a good mana. One time. Blanka. Blanka Stajkov, polska piosenkarka. No, fajna. This song already played today. What was that website you were just on? Enjoy. What did the Ragavan exile? A Boseiju. Sacrifice a treasure and a Blood Crypt to play Voidwalker. And pass a turn. It makes you want to bind the Ragavan. Let's do that. Let's play Beanstalk Plan, save more life. Is Scam an aggro deck? Discuss. Scam is a burn deck, thanks. Thank you for your honesty. Fury Scam is just suspended Boros Charms. That's actually a great point. Alright, let's play one time warp.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Hello, my favorite Polish MTG caster.
Hello, Fracom94. Welcome to the stream and thank you for those encouraging words. And for the sub, I guess. Blanca solo, headphones time. Need to get all of it into my ears. I know the song. Solo, solo. Say caster and he starts joining. Most likely a not yawning one. Chad, I did yawn a few times, but like, it was just to make me more human for you. So it's more relatable and you're like, oh yeah, I know, I yawn too. Hello, Mr. Streamer, welcome back. Welcome to my stream, Mr. Duct Ape. Duct Ape. What the hell? Why is Opponentos not flashing an Orcish Bow Message in response to my draw trigger? Is that gonna be Blood Moon game? What was their hand? I mean, Blood Moon is gonna be tough, but let's see. Oh yeah. Fetching that Triome didn't look so good with this line of play. I just thought, well, I can't really beat Moonlight with this hand, I think, so. I guess with a Plains it'd be fairly realistic to draw, but it's fine, Chad, it's fine, we're gonna get there. See? Blood Moon is a safety valve on the format. Yeah. I mean, with a Plains I would be casting nothing either. I guess Time Warp is bad against Moon too. Another reason not to play it, because it doesn't help against Moon at all. Solitude. Damn, that's a castable card. In a way. Solitude. Well, it's the least useful one, but I guess you can take it. Yeah, Sage Resurrected Olsen. Waiting for somebody to come in and say Force of Vigor, question mark. So far, 2 beautiful games against my scam opponent though. This is why we need Tandy's no good cards modern. Who's what? By Musu 6. Force of Igor. Or rather Igor. Yeah. Blood Moon this. Will be fetching Triome as well. Kek ve. Probably I'll fetch a Triome. Zagoth on turn 1. Let's see what my opponent plays. Might be Raugrin if they... Okay. Take. Get iced into the Teferi bounce. Does that make sense? For them? Not really. Why'd I do that? I get one more card this way, I guess, but seems bad. Well, they only gave me an option to do that, so they don't really get more cards. Not really only option, they got binding guaranteed. If my opponent takes my Solitude, then they guarantee that they will be able to discard a second card from my hand, which would be Leyline Binding. I care to tap the land? Not really. They trade the Teferi in hand for a Grief on board. Yeah, doesn't seem good to me. They won't take the Teferi, who cares about your Solitude? I mean, this Grief does. I don't know. Take me out. Take me down. Can fetch Steam Ventus. It seems like from how this game played that they should have not done what they did, but it doesn't seem like they played any. They didn't play any cards. I mean, I guess. Yeah. Damn. Okay. Missed a damage, I guess, for not attacking. They cast Grief for 4 now? Is that an issue? Maybe. Take me out. But I don't have a blue fetch anymore. They have another Bowmaster that's... They can do combat trick, but then I fire 2 Bowmasters, it's convenient. That's also convenient.
He's a phenomenal control player.
That's actually a good draw. Because now I get to do this. Orcish Bowmasters and Ragavan Nimble Pilferer. You are fired! Both of you. I'll play the Endurance. Fury, Scam, Fury, and then I draw... I guess I have Omnath in my hand still. Consider the plague for a job at VVE. What's VVE? World War 18? Shit. Maybe it's World War 8. Doesn't have to be 18. Yeah, I guess not that bad. Aye, aye, aye. Well, we can die. Well, that's why I said we could die, but probably I won't. But, you know, they play Fury. Do you attack? No. Grief, okay, that's fine. Let's try Banger. Does Omnath have a face? No, he's a blob. Blob of elemental energy. I mean... It's kinda scary, but... Would you say this deck plays value Shardless Agent? Yeah. Since I have 4 beans, I'm not gonna cast Lrien Revealed. Deck wants you to draw. Well, I'll draw 4 as soon as they deploy something, yeah. Black, black. Voidwalker, sure. Oh, 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 oh. Duro! Monster Kara, Duro! Monster Kara, Duro! Monster Kara, Duro! Monster Kara again. Oh no, not the Doppy Voidwalker activation. Why do I have the Supreme Relic with a kill a Siege Rhino? It's an elephant. I guess it's a rhino too, but it's not a siege rhino, right? Maybe, well, maybe it is. Ała, buka, nie gryź mnie. Which Teferi will you play first? This one. Don't suck yourself. Why? I have an endurance, chat, don't worry. Kaninki. My opponent has called me Kaninki. There's a Modern Super League tomorrow again, which I'm playing in, and I think I will not play I will not play Titan anymore. I'll just play the Beans. That's my approach.